welcome to Cross Bars, the podcast where we discuss interesting topics on alternative perspectives. I'm your co-host, Big O.
And you got Tanae back in the building one more time with none other, the writer, the producer, the ultra top sponsor. Give it up to Anthony C here. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
I am loving y'all's energy. I have to match that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
We just who we are, man. This is just who we are. You be you, we gonna be us.
Yeah.
That bar is high right now. That bar is high, and I'm not. So
okay. All right now. They told me you was planting. I said, what is he planting? You are in Cali, right? You know, it's legal in Cali.
That's right.
It's legal in Cali. All right. So, Brother Hill, number one, first and foremost, where are you originally from?
I am from Houston, Texas, by way of Philadelphia, which is crazy.
What the
When
hell?
I was born in Houston, and when I was about 4 months old, we moved to Philly. All right.
Gotcha.
So I was raised in Philly until I was 7. Then from 7, we moved back to Houston, where I was until I came here, which was a lot of years. So I talk real fast with a Southern drawl. So y'all bear with me. All right.
Okay. All right. All right. So now I got way more questions. Okay. So basically, the crack era came. You got the hell up out of Philly because
Pretty much.
Okay.
I didn't have a choice. That was my mama.
That's right.
Yeah, it was the soul sounds and all the stuff, and said, "Oh yeah, Teddy Pendergrass up here, baby. I might bump into the nigga." And then they got up there, found out, "Oh, this ain't what I would think it is." Wait a minute, I don't think I got a chance with Teddy. Got the hell out of here because they are sniffing their medicine, and you got the hell out of here with the Texas. Went back to Texas. You know, okay, and you was okay with Texas and everything.
Well, let me tell you how sad I was. You know, when I heard that we were going to move to Texas, as a 6-7-year-old boy, I'm thinking, oh shit, cowboys. We're gonna have a farm, some horses. I'm about to be some bonanza shit. Yeah. I'm excited about it. It's Texas, man. We go on a plane. We get to the airport. I run to the window. I see a parking lot. I'm like, what? There cars here? Why are there cars here? It's Texas. Should be all horses. I was so sad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now you back in Texas. How long did it take you to get you a 10-gallon cowboy hat?
Never had one.
That's some bull.
Oh,
that is some straight up and down bull. You ain't from Texas.
At least he got some cowboy boots. You gotta have some boots if he ain't got no hat.
Again, I was raised in Philly, so all that was foreign to me. I was the guy in Texas who called his mom mother. They were all saying mama. I'm like, who the fuck is a mama? That's my mother.
All right.
And because of that, all my friends called me Anthony Hill. No one just called me Anthony. Hey, Anthony Hill. Anthony Hill. They called
the whole name.
I was so proper. I had no idea.
Yeah. Anthony was one syllable, huh? Annie Hill. Yeah, I got
you.
Annie Hill. I got you.
Right.
Got you. Okay. So now you grew, because I can't say up to 7, because basically you spent 3 years in Philly, because you don't remember nothing before 4. All right, so you spent 3 years in Philly. You know, you had a girl in the first grade with the braids in her hair and the beads. Because I know
her name was Renee.
What's her name?
Renee.
And Renee was like this ashy blue. She was so pretty to me because she had white teeth on that dark skin. I was in love, boy. I was in love.
Dark.
Yeah,
he like brown skins too. He like chocolate girls.
Them chocolate girls. I listen. No, I got to college, and I always tell people I'm from New Jersey. I actually came down here to HBCU, and they put some Vaseline on them legs, and Vaseline hit different on chocolate legs.
Yes, it is, boy. Yes, it is.
Extra shade.
Okay, all right.
Y'all funny.
All right. So now you back in Texas. All right, you're growing up, and they tell me everything's bigger in Texas. All right. So
everything except me.
Hold up. Now tell me, did you go back there with the Philly attitude talking about I don't eat pork?
No. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I did not. I did not. I was
You
too young.
Oh, you too young? You ate what your mama cooked?
I ate what mom cooked. I have a choice.
Oh, yeah,
Gotcha.
Got
Gotcha.
So now you're growing up in Texas, and did you play sports? Because I know football is a religion. So you play football?
Yes.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
You know, so in order for me, it was track and then football.
Oh, thank God. You were smart. Somebody was smart.
Yeah. So I just happened to be fast.
Yeah.
And able to catch.
Yeah. Oh,
so
good.
It changed everything because I was a little nerdy kid who carried a book bag, wore glasses, had a lisp, and a bad stutter. I was that kid. Oh my God. No girls liked me at all. All right. So 8th grade, we had physical fitness tests. All right. So the coaches came out to time our quarterback. His name was Donald Heath. So because Heath and Hill are close together, I had to race him. Okay. All right. So they come out there with the stopwatches only to get his time for the football season. All right. Yeah. We get out. I slip, get up, and I catch him. Like, who the fuck are you?
Andy Hill.
And I got a mother.
Right. And my friend dubbed me superstar. So then I joined a relay and blah, blah. Then from that point on, people knew me. You know what I'm saying? And then I got confidence. I had no confidence.
So you didn't have any brothers and sisters or anything before you? Are you the only?
Yes, I'm the 4th out of 5. You know, so and not everybody was doing great. So here come another one. According to the teacher, the principal, here come one of them hills. Here come one of them hills.
Okay, so we got another hill coming through. Right. This one happens to be an athlete. Okay.
Yes.
Look, I skipped school once, and I went to the school called Madison. All right. So I got busted. So that's what I was doing there, and I lied. Hey, I just came to join y'all's track team. I wanted to talk to the coach about joining y'all's track team, and they put the coaches down, and he said, "In the hill." Yes, sir. But it so happens that my mom's friend was one of the coaches too. So I said, "Come here, boy. Get your ass out of here. I know what you're doing."
Absolutely. You cutting. Get your ass out of here. Absolutely. So now you in Texas. You playing some sports. All right. Yeah. You're doing so you're doing some school. Studying a little less. Getting noticed by the ladies because you're a football star in Texas.
Little bit.
Okay. All right. So now tell me, okay, growing up in the time period you grew up, all right, how'd you feel about Dallas Carter?
Dallas Carter, you mean Oak Cliff?
Yeah.
Oh, they were the juggernauts.
Yeah.
You wanted to beat them.
Did you beat them?
Word Martin them.
Yeah, did you beat them?
Oh, no, we didn't beat them.
Okay.
We wanted to beat them. You wanted to beat them.
Okay.
We wanted to beat them.
All right. Because I
them boys.
Yeah. I asked people from Houston. I know a little something, little something. I always tell people the story of Friday Night Lights. They don't know the other side.
That they didn't win. Exactly. Yeah. The team that
No, they won.
No, the team that they said won didn't win. They won the following year.
Oh
no! In the movie, Dallas Carter wins. They won the state champion. Herminian lost, and then the next year they won.
Okay. I knew that there was a discrepancy. Yeah,
correct. So they have it right in the movie, but nobody talks about what happened to the team that won. Like most of them got arrested and locked up because they were committing robberies, and they did try to make a movie later on about that team, but they didn't do as a good job that they did in Friday Night Lights. I think their story is way more interesting. They did a documentary when I was younger, and I watched it when I was in high school, and I was like, you talk about Texas A&M, Texas Tech, Texas going to a youth detention center to recruit kids, these kids that came from this high school, and I was like, they must have been for real. And then later on, like a decade and a half later, they make a movie, but they focus on the losing team, which was Permian.
Right.
And I was like,
Odessa, right?
Odessa, Odessa, Odessa Meridian. And so that's why I wanted to ask your perspective about that, because people always have a story about Dallas Carter. Yeah, they was the boys, but they was wild. They was wild.
Right.
Got you. Yes. Okay. And now, is Jesse Armstead a really legend in Houston, Texas, or is it your boy Vince Young? Who's the football legend outside of Earl Campbell?
Well, first you got Earl. You got Earl definitely.
Yeah.
Vince Young, and there's a guy who went to Yates who no one really heard about named Johnny Bailey.
Okay.
Johnny Bailey was a beast.
He was a beast.
Okay. Johnny Bailey.
Yeah.
Johnny Bailey.
Look him up.
All right. So now you about time to go to college. What you think of sports, academics? What you think of military? Because I know in Texas either military.
I want to be. I was a psych major.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Me too. Yeah.
But I was going to walk on. I was going to walk on. So I got my book bag, my same book bag I had in high school, had my shorts on, tennis shoes. I'm getting ready to go to U of H, walk on that bitch, and do some damage. All right. Mind you, I was better in my head than I really was. But I had fun playing. I had a good time playing. All right.
Yeah.
Let me tell this guy to cut this shit out over there. Is this kind of loud for you guys? Or is it okay?
It's okay.
You're real good. You're good.
All right. So I get on the elevator. All right. And I'm getting ready to go down to the gym, to the coach's office, tell him, hey, I'm in the hill. What's up? Before the door closed, this big white hand comes in between the elevator and it opens back up. This huge white dude, like 6'4", 300 plus, get on the elevator. And he look at me up and down. You coming out? I look up. Nah, bro, I'm done.
That was it. One big white boy and it was a wrap. Football career was over.
I realized that in high school, you get two of those maybe. The whole team of them, no, you ain't gonna follow on me.
You fast. They ain't gonna get you. You can fall down. Yeah, you fast.
No, ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen. Okay.
You ask me how fast were you? I'm fast enough to become a writer.
Fast track.
You go right to the desk.
Right.
Absolutely. What college did you attend?
Went to TSU and U of H downtown. Yes.
Hold on. So you went to U of H
downtown.
Okay.
No. I didn't graduate. So I didn't graduate. So let me tell you a story. I didn't graduate.
Damn it.
I started going to U of H downtown first, and I realized I wanted to write then, but I couldn't tell my mama that because she didn't know what that world was. I didn't know what that world was. So I would get dressed and go to the library and write without telling her because I wasn't going to school, And months later, I would get dressed in my clothes, get on the bus, go to the library, A few months later, I said, Mom, I haven't been going to school. I think I want to write. And she was silent. She said, okay. By now, I've learned to trust your decisions. I thought I was in trouble, but she was fine with it. And it worked out.
Okay. So why did you end up going to TSU?
Well, because I wanted to actually finish. So I thought. So I went back and I wound up taking the history of theater. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how you start and stop. So I started because I had to work in between. Because you know what I'm saying? We had no money. I had to work, make some money, go to get a semester. So I had gone back to TSU this time, and I was doing history of theater and everything. And then I decided, you know what? I think I just gotta, go for it. And so and I did.
All right. Tell me, what was the different experiences that you had and the differences at going to University of Houston versus TSU?
The people. I loved going to TSU, but for all the wrong reasons. Because exactly. Exactly.
And we got to get the camera. It's like your face is cutting off. A little bit right there. There you go.
So I wrote for a magazine for a minute, and one of my articles was, do these heels go with these textbooks? And it was about my experience at TSU. all the girls were so fly in their heels and shit, and the matching, everything was matching. I was like, do these heels go with this type? The guys, we just wore, you know what I'm saying, tennis
That's
shoes,
pretty
jeans,
good.
but the girls were dressed to the nine, and you could not help but to stand in that quad and just watch.
Now, was your mom? What did she do? Were your parents? Were they educators? Were they into?
My mom was a
Or
nurse. She was a nurse.
okay.
What was great about my mom was that she went to school when I was young. So I got a chance to see that you can pivot. You know what I'm saying? Because we watched her make her life better by going to school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so when it became my turn, so I wasn't as scared because I saw it. I saw that you can better your life by getting back and doing something that you like, because she loved nursing, and it made life better for us.
Okay.
And she was satisfied with just doing. She wanted to excel, and she actually did.
Okay. I hear stories of people speaking on things of such in saying that I don't want to survive, I want to live. And there is a difference, from living and surviving. Yeah.
That was mom's.
Okay. I started laughing, and so you did elaborate, because when you said, yeah, it was a difference. Like, I know.
Yeah.
So I was like laughing, like, I got you. Yeah,
it was easy to focus. No, you were right. It was easy to focus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not so much because like Keisha and them was at TSU. Hey, Keisha and them.
Keisha and them.
I like Keisha and them.
Keisha and them, yeah.
Even like Keisha and them.
Keisha and them will make you flunk out if you ain't flunk.
Yeah, they will.
Facts.
Every woman I knew, her name ended in A. All of them.
That part.
Felicia, Kendra, my girl, like my fiance is Mika. All right, still an A. So I'm still there. I'm still there.
My wife's name.
With the A. Hey, the girls with the A at the end of their name, they fly and they smart too.
But if they got two, but if they got two, they plumb crazy.
If they got two, here you go.
Hey, I got two in mine. I'm good.
Bam.
Wait a minute.
That part.
Hey, Jamila, that's it. You got. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you crazy. You crazy. Plumb crazy.
There are exceptions. There are exceptions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she ain't it. She crazy. No, she ain't it. She crazy. All right. So you go there, you get some experience. You went to Tennessee, went to Texas. You didn't get lynched. You're here. Okay.
What's that TSU? I mean, Texas Southern University.
Oh hell no! Nah.
Texas Southern. Oh man,
we about to get us in trouble.
If
Meek said TSU and talking about Texas Southern.
If Meek was down here right now, she would laugh so hard because she went there. All right. And we always argue about
TSU. So she went there. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said
what she say, that's the real TSU. Is that what she say?
Real TSU. But I always tell her that, yeah, you know what, it's like the New Testament and the Old Testament. God from the Old Testament, he made TSU, then he realized that he made a mistake. Then he created Texas Southern University. He had to correct it.
Okay.
He had to correct it.
So I'm just letting you know right now, we just found our soundbite for this one. We just found the soundbite for this episode. What? I'm like, the only ones I knew was the big ones was like HU, like Howard and Hampton, they go back and forth.
Yeah,
and you just said, I just was like, okay, you went to Oprah, okay, TSU, the band, and that boy said Texas Southern.
Texas Southern.
Texas Southern. That's great. The two made with Tennessee State.
Okay, that took me for a loop. Okay, so now Texas Southern, and now you trying to get into writing plays, or you're doing sitcoms. What was the genre that really you gravitated towards?
You know, as a kid, I was a big Dick Van Dyke fan. I don't know whether you guys know what Dick Van Dyke is.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so awesome. It just made me laugh. You know, and I used to think about how he would go to work with Buddy and Sally, write jokes for a guy, and go home to a good life. I remember thinking, what a cool job to have. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I had no idea how to do it. You know, so But inadvertently, I started putting that plan into action, without even knowing it. Because I think that sometimes it picks you versus you picking it.
Hey, bars.
So I was working as a youth counselor. I was working 11 to 7. I was in my 20s. Broke up with a girl, and decided to write a poem about the breakup. All right.
So you got a little poetry in there. Okay.
Yeah. You know how everybody wanted to be a poet back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote a poem. The poem wanted being like 28 pages. All right.
Oh.
Yes.
That was a small story.
I had nothing to. All right. Trying to stay awake. So my coworkers read it, and so and everything, and at the same time, they wanted us to put on a play for the kids. They want to do some theater therapy. So they chose me to help them do it and everything. But they assumed I was well read. I wasn't. I did my required reading, but they said, "Hey, why don't you put this thing on?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Put this thing on? What things you wrote that we read?" And I had no idea what they were talking about, how to actually do that. And someone told me that, well, it's a choreo poem. So, and what a choreo poem, one narrates while the actors in back act it out.
Yes.
I had no idea what that was. Yes. But I learned it. I told it to the kids and everything. So I directed it, and the parents came to this little small theater in Houston. I mean, little small house in Houston, and the parents were laughing and emoting and blah blah. And I remember thinking, wow, this is kind of fun that they are kind of listening to these words. So I wrote a couple other ones, about hope. And then I decided to do a big one. I had my 2 best friends. We were roommates, all right, and we got a townhouse. And our whole goal, pardon the expression, was to be some hoes. We were gonna be some hoes, the women, be some players. You know what I'm saying? And we were ready.
What a goal!
That was our goal. So after about 2 months, we were trying to go out somewhere. Then I said, man, I can't go, man. My girl is coming by. Some of my boys said, yeah, man, my girl used to be later on too. So we realized we all had girlfriends. Like, nigga, we ain't players. We are not players.
Exhausted. I'm listening to what you're saying.
They fell in love.
And me and a couple of my friends, we joke around so hard about how we would be good sugar daddies. Now we all married. We talk about like, I'm gonna tell a young girl this, and we come up with all these damn sugar daddy lines.
It sounds good, don't it?
Yeah, and all of us scared as hell of our wives. Like, half an hour, yeah.
No, me and my boys, we were playing golf the other day, and we were talking about when our girls leave town, all the stuff we can do. Oh, somebody, hey, my mom do this, I do that, blah blah. You know what I do when my girl leaves?
Take better naps.
I clean up the house, take some naps, watch what I want to watch. Right, that's what I do. That's what I do. If they realize that I'm a domesticated cat. I am a domesticated cat. But you put a string in my face. Yes. That's all I'm gonna do.
That's all you gonna do. You just want to play with the yarn.
That's all I'm gonna do.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, so now, you out here with the player, you working a third shift, you working with the kids, want to make a difference, realizing these mothers don't want to hear shit you talk about.
Well, it was working, which is the thing about it, man, because that was probably my best job outside of writing and producing. Okay. I just knew that writing, producing, I can reach more people. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Because I realized that these abused kids, they weren't any different than the kids that we grew up with. Yeah. The difference was that they were here, and what their parents did to get them there, the parents were off scot-free. They were in the system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're their babysitters while the parents are still out there messing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the system worked to where they get money, by bed fields. Right.
Yes.
So they encourage kids to stay there. You know what I'm saying? And my goal was to get the kids out of of that spot and reacclimated to society. Which so now we're butting heads. Me and the system. Right. Yeah. Because there was one kid who went from violent outbursts to cursing. I said, dog, that's a step forward.
Correct.
He hit nobody.
Mm-hmm.
He hit nobody. You know what I'm saying? He cursed in the room. The way I told him, when you get upset, just take a deep breath. Go in your room. Call me. When you start doing that, that should be written up as something good. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want me to write him up for cursing. No, he's 16.
Yeah.
He's 16.
Yeah. Kind of
He's learning
picking
how
battles,
to so there was anger and everything. So yeah, so it became a whole big thing, which is going to be a movie at some point. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So that was one of my questions. Wait, but you got it.
Yeah.
So I understand that though too, because I did work with youth in there. I mean, actually, you learn from them. But I mean, it's still to this day, and this was 20 years ago. I'm still in contact with these kids. They're now mothers and fathers in college and military, and they still call me. And so that's the cool part, when you can see them even after you leave, you know, and they're still progressing. That's like a plus. So I'm done. We did the same thing too, plays and poetry and talent shows and all kinds of stuff with them. So yeah, that's dope. I like that.
Worked out.
So now you're there. You have this. But now I have a more current question. Okay. What do you feel about, because he's not from where you from, but was in the same field. How do you feel about the gentleman Charleston White? Not familiar with him? Not a problem.
Charleston White, the guy, the ball guy who talks to
Yeah.
Yes.
I never met him, but I've seen the stuff and everything. You know, my take is everyone has a perspective based on what happened to them and their experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not a lot of right or wrong. That's our perspective. You know what I'm saying? I may not agree with what he's saying and everything, but that doesn't make him 100% wrong or 100% right. It's just how he thinks. And he has every right to think what he thinks. Now, giving somebody a platform is going to be up to whoever. You know what I'm saying? But not all of it is nonsense. Some of it I think is just something that I don't agree with at all, but not all of it. You know, that's how I take everybody. You know, I pull what I can use from it. Period. You know, so and there's a lot that I can't use from him. You know what I'm saying? But every once in a while, because the listening's free. Listening's free. So I'm listening and I'm gonna take what because every once in a while there's a nugget. You know what I'm saying? That's with the kernel of truth. Like, well, yeah, and so you can't get mad at the person who's saying it. I remember I was in church once, and there was a guy talking about like rape and molestation and blah blah. He's a preacher, but tell a story about how he used to go out and rape girls in the alley and blah blah. But he changed his life, and so now he's in the pulpit and so on. So I can't get behind that. I'm not saying that is not good that you didn't have a miraculous change in your life, but I can't cut for you because there's still somebody suffering from what you did.
Trauma.
You know what I'm saying? And not my thing. That's between you and God or whoever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not cutting. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
On that one.
You still did.
Yeah. And the reason why I asked you is because you were working as a youth counselor. You were from Texas, and then you start writing. And I was like, wait a minute, y'all check like 4 of the same boxes, and you're around the same age. So that was the only reason. It wasn't anything. I was like, well, you're both from Texas, both writers, both were working as youth advocates, and you're both, somewhat famous. And that's why I was like,
different experiences. So we're different experiences. And there's the subtlety between a superhero and a villain is very slight.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Because the superhero, he's orphaned. You know what I'm saying? Life pretty much beat him up. And with villain, the same thing. He's orphaned, and life beat him up too. The villain says, "I'm going to beat life up too." The hero says, "I'm going to make sure that nobody else gets beat up by life." But it's the same origin story. So I'm sure Charles and I had the same origin story. You know what I'm saying? But I chose to want to help people in my way because in his head, He is too.
Yep.
He is, and he said it.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't listening. I'm about to school y'all down.
Right. Because Lex Luthor is not a criminal in his own mind. Yeah. He's the only one saying we got to be able to stop this super dude if he goes crazy.
Correct.
You got to be able to stop. So now we got to stop him. What are y'all thinking?
Right.
Absolutely. So I do understand that. So now, you know, you're out of the, as I like to say, the advocacy business, and now you're a full-time writer. So now, how are you able to make a living as a full-time writer? Like, what is your first break where you said, whoo?
First break was I came to Hollywood. You know, I wrote, because like I was saying, I was doing the plays and everything.
Whoa, brother, you skipped over a whole lot.
He said he was doing the people.
Backing up. So I wrote a play that I'm telling you about. The one that we were roommates. The one we were all supposed to be hoes. It worked out. With a play about that called Room Dogs.
Gotcha.
All right. Got Room Dogs. And we did a little small theater in Houston. So I paid for it, local actors, friends of mine, and everything. And we put it on. And my stage manager invited this guy named Rushion McDonald. Rushion McDonald had a comedy club in Houston, and he also was Steve Harvey's manager. You know, and he was the biggest person we actually knew. You know what I'm saying? Or that she actually knew. So she invited him to our play. You know, so he comes, and I'm nervous, excited about the fact that he's somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just hoping that he laughs. I'm hoping he laughs and everything. So I'm backstage, you know, looking, you know what I'm saying, hoping he laughs. So he laughs, his wife laughed, and they had a great time. So the play, so they went on. It was a little 99-seat theater. And so the next day he called me to his office, and he gave me a rock script and living single script, and said, "Do you think you can do this?" And I thought, yeah, I think so, because my thing is somebody's doing it. So why not me? You know, you know. So I took that on. So he said that I can come down because he was doing Steve Harvey's first show called Me and the Boys. All right. So he invited me to come to LA and start doing this. But as a black man, you understand, I don't know you like that, dude. I don't know what your motives are. I don't know how you know, get down. And I've heard stories about Hollywood. I don't know about that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. So, but that bug in my ear wouldn't stop ringing and everything. And so, but I had to figure out, how can I do this and be safe? You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I just needed a sign, you know, that is this something that I should be doing? Because I was doing manual labor, dating a girl who had 2 kids, wonderful kids and everything, but I just wasn't, you know, fulfilled, you know, and I remember thinking, this can't be it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't be.
Yes. That's how you know. Gotta be something else. Yeah.
And because I kept on losing jobs and quitting jobs to the point where one time he asked me, "Do you not like working?" I said, "No, I like working, but I think I know what I want to do, and I want to do that." You know. So anyway, a few days into this, my cousin's ex-girlfriend was calling, you know, my house because we were friends, and I wouldn't take the phone call because she talked a lot. So the one day I was having, when I'm thinking about moving to Cali and everything, she said, happened to call me. Me and Dad took the phone call, and she said, "Well, I'm glad you answered because I'm leaving in a couple of days." I said, so you know, where you going? She said, "Well, so I live in Hollywood." Like, huh? You do? She said, yeah, because I remember her in high school. She would leave school sometimes for like weeks at a time. She said, "Well, I was going there with my parents." Oh, okay. So I asked her, "So how far do you live from this street? You know, the guy's street?" She said 7 blocks. Really?
Oh, wow.
I said, "Would you?" I said, "I'm thinking about moving there. Would you mind?" She said, "I would love for you to come down there. You can stay with me." Blah 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 blah. And it was just there. It was like it was undeniable. It was undeniable.
Right.
I should that I should make the move. It was funny was that when I was planning on making a move, my car kept on breaking down, and then the girl was said, "Maybe it's a sign that you should not go."
Oh,
And
yeah.
Maybe it's a sign that I should get my car fixed before I go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Perspective, is how you look at it. That's what you said.
And so I in my little diesel Jetta, I got in my Jetta and I drove out. And they called my car the clown because of smoke in the back. I'll be driving down the street apologizing. I'm sorry. Go around. I'm sorry.
Wow.
So when I got here, and I worked for because the way I got here, I started working for the Auto Trader. I took a job with Auto Trader, so I was going around taking pictures of cars and doing little write-ups because in the interview they said that if you work 90 days, you can be transferred anywhere, and there was an office here because being a black man from the South, I got to have a job.
Gotta have a job.
Gotta have something. So I did that and everything. 90 days later, I'm coming. So I get here. So we're like Rushan, and he's doing a punch-up session with a couple of comedians for a comedian named Samore. All right, Samore. And so he actually invited me over there to do punch-up and everything. Mind you, in my head, I'm a playwright. I'm not funny, you know.
But you said punch-ups. What are punch-ups?
It's like little jokes, a little extra.
Okay.
Yeah. Make them funny. And write jokes. So we're in his little apartment and everything, and they're pitching jokes. They're like fire. They're boom, 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 boom. And I'm just listening, and but they're so much quicker than I am because I'm trying to make sense out of the whole thing. But I know what's not working. I can't tell you how to fix it yet, but I know what's not working. You know what I'm saying? So they told us. So he gave us an assignment to go home and write on these topics, and she'll decide who's going to write for her on Comic View because she was the host of Comic View then. So I went home, and then when I'm by myself, I can write some shit, write some funny stuff or whatever. So I thought, and I'm honestly just doing it so I can pay rent. I got to pay rent. I'm not expecting to get this gig. I just know I got to pay this rent, right? So I did it and everything, and the next day, he called me and said, well, she chose you. I said, really? Me? So when she's doing Comic View, I'm behind the scenes writing her stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah. And so from that, I started writing comedy for J. Anthony Brown and George Wallace because they're friends of his. Okay. And Steve Harvey and everything, because I thought that these guys wrote their own stuff. I had no idea.
Right.
It paid me $100 a joke. I'm gonna give you 80 jokes. I paid it. I need like 60 jokes to my rent. It's $600.
So you weren't like nervous or anything like that when you
always nervous. Well, because I was nervous, but I was also learning a different skill. I learned how to do punchlines. I learned how to be more, confident again, because life is about doing the same thing over and over again. So the same thing that happened with track happened with this too. I learned to have more confidence in myself because when stuff started working, but at first I was nervous as shit. Like, these people are obviously funnier than I am, and obviously smarter than I am. But after a while, I'm gonna know what they know because I'm listening. So just take that and up it, and that's what I was able to do because I can hear you and I can write you because I'm listening some more than talking. I can write a Brandon Mack script because I know how Brandon Mack talks. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped being as nervous. Not it never fully goes away because you're excited about your art. You know what I'm saying? And you want people to like it. You know what I'm saying? And then you learn that you need to like it first. And if some people don't like it, that doesn't mean it's wrong. It's not for everybody. But the opportunities came.
I heard somebody say something like, when you write for somebody, you don't want to sound like yourself. So you have to take on I think you guys were on this interview that you were doing on Netflix called Inside the Writer's Room that you did.
You saw that?
Yeah, I did. I saw it. And you guys were talking about that, about one of the guys was saying, I think his name was John or something like that. But anyway, he was saying how his sisters or somebody would be like, "Oh, that was your joke. Oh, you must have wrote that because I could tell, not joke, but you must have wrote that script because it sounded like you, or that sounded like something you were right."
That was
So
me.
is it?
That was me actually.
Yeah,
That was me.
yeah, yeah. So how is it that you did it? How do you take on that character, or how do you know their personality and write a joke or write a script, according to that person without you being a part of it?
Well, it's a little bit of both things though, because it's not that you got to totally write them when they're being developed, you know. And one of the beauties of this is that I'm able to keep my grandparents, my aunts, and my mom, and all the people alive in the mouths of these actors. Because I'll have, let's say I'm Meet the Browns. My granddad always had a saying, that
Mine
boy,
too.
he would say, "Boy, I'm gonna hit you in your kidneys, upset your backbone, stop your heart from beating." I thought that was funny, so I wrote it, and then Brown said it, and so when Brown said it, my sisters heard it. That was Grandpa. That was Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And it makes us feel good that we're able to pull from that, because you got to write what you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a luxury to be, because Raven's home, because I've been doing a show called Raven's Home now, and Raven is just the combination of my mom and my aunties. You know what I'm saying? The way she is, and because she's also Southern, so she gets it. So now when I write it, the white people are like, because I write, because I wrote a line, "You gonna get it, you gonna get it, you gonna get it." They want to correct it. No, you're going to get it. No. It's not you're going to get it. It's you gonna get it. And we going back and forth in the room about it. I said, you know what? Let's give it to Raven. As soon as she got it, she said, "Oh, you gonna get it," because she got it.
Absolutely. And that's super awesome that you can take on that. However, there's a not controversy. It stir up a lot of contempt and intrigue about the interview with a comedian, Cat Williams, and he said a lot of things on another podcast. And what is your take on it? Because a lot of comedians have writers. Like one of the greatest comedians, I think, Richard Pryor, was one of the greatest writers was Paul Mooney. And some people don't make the correlation. I know, but do you say, like some rappers say, "Oh, somebody wrote for you, you're not real lyricist"? It's like, okay, I understand rap, but in comedian, and someone stealing jokes, and there's a changing of a guard, and people keeping some people out. And I was like, sometimes I look at it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, I'm not in the know to have a comment. So that's why I want to ask you what is your opinion and what is your take on it as well?
It's funny that I've been asked this question a lot lately, and I've seen the interview, yes, of course, and it goes back to the Charleston White thing. Nobody's 100% right or 100% wrong. A lot of what Cat Williams said is true. I found it to be true. I found it's not just these people, what I'm saying? It's a lot of people go through that kind of thing when you get the joke stolen and blah, blah, or somebody takes it. And, Robin Williams would be in the back of a comedy club writing shit down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Using it, especially if you're an unknown comedian.
Right. I heard that.
Because they figured that no one's going to see yours. So let me use it and blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, you should be able to just admit that that's just how the business works. It's no harm because you can't copyright a joke. You just can't, But Cat lost me when the Negro said he ran a 4.140.
Every athlete was like, you got to be world-class speed. And like Dion ran a 4.2 at his fastest.
So, yes. So credibility kind of went out the window a little bit then. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. But only because I was here that I know that part of what he was saying was true, but that had taken with a grain of salt, because it's also some issues going on with him that are just him. You know what I'm saying? And it's never going that's the thing. It's not going to change. People are going to say, you know what? I was wrong about that. Let me change who I am and not do that anymore. That ain't how life works. You know what I'm saying? You know how to manage who you are. And he's paid to do what he's doing. And is he wrong about the Illuminati and about, I don't know nothing about it. I don't get invited to any of those parties. I don't get invited to the puppy parties. I don't get invited to none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that big. And I'm fine not being that big. You know what I'm saying? So I can't speak on what actually happens. Some of it as a person, when 2 + 2 = 4 sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's beyond me. You know. So yeah, so I kind of stick, but I'll take what I need from it and keep it moving.
Okay. Well, has any
except for that 4-1.
Yeah, we right, take exception to that because all athletes around, like we know that and everything.
But I also learned, learn from that it would be hard to work with an actor who tells you how he changes things when he's on set. Because one of my first thought was, it was hard to work with this person because they come in with a different mindset. Because when I write it, not that everything I write is so it's gold, and not that there's not room to make it better, but let's try it first.
Yeah,
let's try it first because there's some careful thought that went into creating this character. You know what I'm saying? And it came from a certain place that you don't know anything about, so you can't come in there trying to change it unless we have a discussion about it. And the answer may be no. Yeah. And if you can't deal with no, then you need to go.
Gotcha.
Okay. Gotcha. So how do you use your platform to like address like certain issues? Like I know when you're a writer, you might get into stuck in a vein somewhere. You know how they say, like sometimes they say a lot of you're a Black writer, you're gonna write about, and you guys talked about that too. Oh, only about the hood. It's only about, stuff being ghetto. It's only about like, how do you not get stuck in a vein but still address the issues with it?
Well, it's tough. It's tough because especially when you're younger and you're Black, everybody thinks that you're just bringing flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Add a little spice to it, right?
Yeah. And I remember I was on the Parenthood, and I got let go because it's not just white people who think it, but it's Black people see you also, and they think, oh well, this guy is bringing flavor. We don't need that from him. We need, but what they didn't know was the poems that were written in the script, that was me. The heart that was in the script, that was me. But I didn't get credit for it because they thought it was the white people doing it, because they assumed that I'm just bringing flavor too because they're not in the room. And the white people,
right?
Hey, nah, man, they're not going to ever say any of that, So it was a tough climb, and I remember a lot of times being really, really, frustrated because people did want to put you into in that box, you know what I'm saying? And so I remember doing the show. I remember going out for a show, and a Black woman said to me, "You're super funny. You're super funny. So you can't possibly be good with story." I remember thinking, rude. But why can't I do both? Why can't I do both? Because they assumed that the guy who wasn't funny was the story guy. And I'm like, no.
Wow.
And then it took somebody who was in the room to say, no, he's good with both. He can do both and everything. Because if I say it, it comes across as pompous. You know what I'm saying? But I spent so much time thinking about stories and everything. Because like I was saying, I was a stuttering little. I wasn't getting no play. So all I was thinking about was stories.
Hey, left room for creativity.
Yeah. So, but it is tough and everything. But it's easier to do it when you climb the ladder, because now I can expect change, but I couldn't then. So I can say, hey, if we're in a room and so in a Jewish character says, so and so and so and so. I mean, let's say I'm writing script and I write, hey, little Johnny, Leibowitz says blah blah blah. The Jewish people in the room say, well, he wouldn't say it like
that. Yeah.
Okay, right. So I'm going to defer to you because it's your culture. You know better than me, and I'm good with that. But when I say, hey, Leroy wouldn't say it like like that. Well, and so, but now what if? No. I'm not asking you a question.
Right. I'm telling you.
I know.
Right. Right.
But as a middle of the road producer or writer, they would hear it, but they wouldn't change it. And I know what I see on TV, and what they don't know is that Black people are unforgiving. When we see that, click, that ain't real. Click, and so we never come back to it. We don't have the kind of leeway, so it has to be as authentic as possible. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm able to say, hey, we're not doing that. We're gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying? And it's been working. So and they get mad at me. But again, being a Southern person from Texas, I'm confrontational. I'm fine with that. I'm not scared of you.
You gotta be right.
Don't mess with Texas, huh?
Right.
Okay.
Because first of all, I can beat you up, and I can outrun you. So I'm okay.
Okay. Have you ever played sports with that famous guy from Texas? Bishop.
Bishop.
Eric Bishop. Eric Bishop.
Oh. No. No.
Oh, okay. The joke.
No.
For the world, look, let's let the world on our little joke.
Yeah, because I have no idea who Eric Bishop is.
Yeah, you do. His name is Jamie Foxx.
Oh, shoot.
The closest that we came was we were in a Warner Brothers league together.
Okay.
Yeah, because David is from Terrell, Texas.
Yeah, Terrell, right.
So we were in Warner Brothers basketball league, and he kind of hoop. But
basketball or football? Which one is he better at?
Basketball.
Wow.
And mind you, the dude came in it was either orange or green, but I remember it being a loud matching outfit.
Looked like a pumpkin.
And as you know, you can't wear a matching outfit unless you're really, really good.
That part. Yeah.
Detroit style.
So I was married one time, and my ex-wife brought me an outfit, a couple of outfits home, basketball outfits, and I'm so we're playing 3-on-3. I'm like, I can't wear this out there because this dude here wearing this, he can't miss. I'm missing shots sometimes. I want to red shirt with the pants, with the red shirt, but I'm not wearing them together.
Got you. Yeah, absolutely. So we have this game that we play, this or that, right? So I'm gonna just give you two things, two names, and you choose one or the other. But if you can't decide, you can say neither. But if you can't decide because you like both, you can say both. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give you something that's super easy. Okay, let's see what you do. Philadelphia Eagles or the Dallas Cowboys?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so you know how to play. So if you got somewhere, you say neither, both, can't decide. All right, cool.
Okay. All right, here we go.
So I got some slow pitch ones, and then I got some ones that's hard. Got you. Fruit Loops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Fruit Loops.
The hell's going on? All right, let's try it again. All right, all right. Hey,
he like what he like.
It's called being right. It's called being right.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. All right. Okay. He from the South. Let's try this one. Grits or oatmeal?
Grits.
Ooh, everybody in Texas got a sigh of relief.
With sugar on them.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Shit. All right. Okay, let's give him some hard ones.
That was before diabetes, though. So no more sugar now.
All right. Let's do some hard ones. All right. Nikki Giovanni or James Baldwin?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Baldwin.
Okay.
Baldwin.
Maya Angelou or Langston Hughes?
Hughes.
Classics. Okay, let's go a little bit more contemporary. All right. Ava DuVernay or Spike Lee?
Spike. And I don't want to say Texas, but Yeah. Sorry.
Look.
Well, because they're closer to what actually affects me.
Right.
I understand.
Gotcha.
I understand. That's why I said I got some hard ones, got some easy ones.
Right.
All right. Okay. Houston Rockets or the 76ers?
Rockets.
Dallas Cowboys or
I can't say who I think is the better team.
Oh no, who you prefer? Yeah.
Okay. For the Rockets.
Dallas Cowboys or Houston Texans?
Texans all day.
He ain't picking Cowboys, Big O. He ain't picking them Cowboys.
I hope not. I hate them. I'm good.
Cowboys.
Look, okay. Well, look, let's see if he really Texas. All right. Pork chop or steak?
Pork chop, man. Come on, what's the steak for? Give me a pork chop. Give me a
pork chop.
In Texas.
A pork chop.
He a country boy. He said pork chop.
Pork
chop. Okay.
I can eat a pork chop I can eat a breakfast chop and be so excited with the grits.
With the grits.
What?
Okay. Okay. Let me throw another hard one in there. What's my girl name? But we'll go here. Denzel or Samuel Jackson?
Denzel.
Jeffrey Wright or Don Cheadle?
Wright or Cheadle?
Yeah.
Oh, now he's on the homers now. Both. I got you. Denzel too. Both about Denzel and Sam too. Both.
Yeah. Listen. Look. For those who know. Those who know. All right, give me one. Let's go with more what people know. Michael Jackson or Prince? Go both.
Both. But like only forever, Mike.
Okay. All right. Let's take it down to check. Rihanna or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Oh, okay. You said it like that.
Kind of like milk and skim milk.
I never heard it like that, but okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
No lemonade.
Look. Yeah. Look. Let's talk. Let's get it. Let's get it real. Like let's get it to artsy people. All right. Okay. So now we go with Jamie Foxx or Steve Harvey.
Jamie Foxx all day.
Okay. All right.
All day. I mean, there's
I
so
agree
much
with you on that. But he's talented all the way around.
It's not even close.
Not even close. I got you.
Talent-wise, not even close.
Not even close. All right. Got you. Dave Chappelle or Bernie Mac?
Chappelle.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can stump you.
I'm a Bernie. I mean, if you could.
I know. I got you. I'm gonna try to stump you. I
almost said both, but
I know.
But now politically, Dave ain't lying.
Yeah. Got you. Okay, let's go with this one. Drake or Kanye?
Neither. I'm an adult. No.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. All right. You thought that was me. I don't know. Big Daddy Kane or Rakim?
Oh, yeah. Rakim.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Rakim.
Okay. KROSS one.
Like when I'm playing golf, it's so Rakim. Eric being Rakim all day.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's dope.
Yeah. Look. KROSS one or Cool G Rap?
Oh gosh. I want to say KROSS one because I know him better. But one you gotta like it.
I got one.
That's right.
Ice Cube or Scarface?
He's a writer.
Only because I've met Scarface. and we'll leave it at that.
We're gonna leave it all right there. I want you to still be able to get to Texas when you get back home. Oh my God. Yeah.
I didn't say nothing bad. I ain't nothing bad.
He didn't say none at all.
But you know what they say? A picture is worth 1,000 words, and I see the picture. you draw a perfect picture, absolutely. And yo, listen, this
And
was
you agree
awesome.
without saying nothing.
I said nothing, not a word. Because,
Right.
as I like to say, when you screw over your own band members, that says a lot.
Says a lot.
It says a lot if you screw over your own band members.
No do-overs, baby. There are no do-overs.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Jay, that was
right.
it for me. Yeah.
All right. I just have 3 more questions and we're going to get out of here. Most
Gotcha.
of my questions just going to be about your future in writing, what you got going on. So my first question is, are there any projects that you're currently working on that you're particularly excited about or anything like that?
I am excited about, well, first, I just finished doing Raven's Home for Disney, and we were nominated for an Emmy Award, which was, and we were nominated for an Emmy Award on the Miss Pat show a while ago, and we didn't win, but I'm circling that thing. But no one had any expectations of the Miss Pat show doing what it did. So I did first season. So I'm just only going to take credit for that. So but now I sold the show to BET because I'd rather do our stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because of course my agency, they're all, hey, network, white shows. No, and not that I won't ever do it. I'm not saying that, but my go-to is for us. So I just sold the show to BET called Headspace. Yeah, I sold it with Sid Entertainer. He's also produced new, they're with us. And it's about mental health, and being able to do away with the stigma of mental health in the neighborhood with dramedy. So if I'm excited about that. We turn in the outline.
Great.
Going to do a pilot, and I'm pretty sure we're going to go to series on BET.
I love that
because it's relevant.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Second question is, how do you see the future representation of in the industry for Black writers? What does that look like?
That's one of those things that's it's tricky. It's tricky because I see it expanding. I see it growing. I see more opportunities. I also see there's a little game being played between the sexes, between the sisters and the brothers. And we should be together on this. Period. We shouldn't be nothing against Black girl magic, but Black people magic, I think, will be more inclusive, because I think that we should bring y'all up. Y'all should bring us up.
For sure.
So, but some of the times the people you see who are getting the gigs are let me see how to put this. When we did Family Reunion, one of the things Meg Deloach did, she was the showrunner. I was the co-EP. We made sure to hire an all Black writers room, which is very, very rare. And so and we built it as a very diverse room of Black writers.
Yes.
Just because we're Black, but all those perspectives work. You know what I'm saying? And so in the show, because we're like 3 or 4, Image Awards. I got them in there. We won the things, and I remember one of the best compliments I ever heard was we were taping a show, and these 2 women in the audience said they sound like us. And that's what you want as a writer. They sound like us, and you're able to hit issues that are pertinent to us.
Yes.
And so it's getting better. It would help when we're able to make decisions, because they hire their friends, and I'm not mad at that. But I want to be in a position to hire my friends too. You know what I'm saying? And they green light movies and shows. We need people who can green light these things that are us.
Right.
You know, yeah, and that's going to help the whole land when it happens.
All right, my last question is: can you share any advice for any like aspiring Black writers or somebody that wants to get in? Because you just said a whole bunch of different things you can write. Like it could be jokes, it could be screenplays, it can be scripts, it can be whatever. What would your suggestion be to get in there to start, or where do you look?
Well, just be honest with yourself about what you can do. You know, everybody can't run 100. You need to be okay with that. There are other events. You know, everybody's not funny. When I hire a writer's room, everybody's room isn't funny. There's somebody there, 2 or 3 people who are funny, 2 or 3 people who are good with story, and somebody knows where the fucking commas go. You know what I'm saying?
Bars on that one.
You know, and the person who knows where the comma goes is as important. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, but the advice that I would give is to learn the craft. Don't rely on other people. Read. You know what I'm saying? Read what you want to write. Read it. You know what I'm saying? And write on what you know. And be nice. Be nice. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have an interview with the writer's room, you're only thinking about this person's personality because they can obviously write, which is why they got the interview.
Mm-hmm.
12 hours with this person in this writer's room. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know who they are when they're in charge. Bring somebody else up. You know what I'm saying? And those who do that, some of us who are hiring are watching that. And if you're helping other people, then you'll get credit for it, and we'll keep on moving up because that's the only way that this works for us to grow. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just in it for yours, and I met those folks, you know what I'm saying, then I can't use you. You know.
I got you.
So, yeah.
All right. So, can people submit things to you? Like if they have a script or a poem or something, do they just submit it? Or how does that?
No. Okay. Do you know what a headache that would be?
Like somebody give you
a whole lot of submissions.
Give me all your demos. Give me all your demos. So I can listen. Yeah, give me the demos.
No, get an agent,
Gotcha.
and once you get an agent, that shows us that you've done some of the work. I get hit with that all the time, man. I got this good idea, man, but now I'm not a writer, so I need somebody to write it. That's my thing, man. I got this idea to build a house, but I'm not a house.
I want you to pay for it.
I need to build it. What do I need you for?
True.
If you build a house and you need help to make it look better, okay, because now you've done some of the work.
Bars on that. All right, I love it. All right, where can we find you in social media? Where can we find you? Where if somebody wanted to, see what you're doing, what you got going on, can we find you anywhere?
No.
No. I'm just in
You did the hair, and then other than that,
plant cannabis,
Not on X or Facebook or Instagram.
Instagram, yes, I'm on Instagram. Anthony C. The C is connected to the Anthony Hill. But I don't do the whole social media thing so much. I'm, home with the kids. I want to be bothered. but I will do this, and I will do speaking engagements. I'll do those things, because that's my way of giving back. But as far as just being social, and I'm not making no new friends. I'm 57 years old.
I hear you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony C. Hill, for being on KROSS BARZ, man. Yeah. This is great. We love talking to people. We want to know what's going on behind the scenes. Sometimes that's where the best stuff happens, and it's not always in the front. So we want to acknowledge those people who are doing that, give you your flowers, let everybody know, connect everybody with KROSS BARZ. So you can also start finding KROSS BARZ. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all social media platforms. You can also hit us up at www.crossbars.com, and it's BARZ. We're going out for you guys. Thank you so much. Peace. Thank you so much.